Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Do you know, my mind went completely blank there for a minute. I do apologise. Welcome to Try It Out Tuesday. If you haven't been with us before, every Tuesday at 8 o'clock we do Try It Out Tuesday, where we either play with a new product or we try something new or try and answer a question we've been asked during the week in a more demonstrative way. Because I think that can sometimes be the easiest way with a crafty product that you've got a question about to see it done. So I haven't had anything specific this week that wasn't more of just a general chit-chatty question. So I thought what I might do is I've got lots of sort of semi-started pages in this little journal. So I thought what I might do is basically finish this page. So you know, pages where you've been playing with some new product and testing it out, or you've put your templates in, you know. See, now there's none there, is there? But do you know what I mean? I have done these before. If you have a look through it, so for example, pages like that where you've been cleaning templates and brushes and all that sort of thing. These can be really, really good and make really, really beautiful pages. And it's great if you don't really know where to start. It's like, well, that's already started, so I'll just start there. You know, I mean, we can do this one. That's what you're going to do tomorrow. Well, I still think it's got wheels, Sam, because as our pages are very not similar when it comes to that sort of malarkey, are they? So do you know what? I've changed my mind. We're going to start here. Because I'll tell you for why, actually. This one is actually, I think, more difficult. Because to make this different to this one, we're actually going to have to put in a little bit of work and whatever. But that's quite nice. Oh! Sally the Ninja's here. Why aren't you training? Look at me telling you off. You know, you little ninja. I know you normally train on a Tuesday. So we'll start with this one. This was a very much a brush cleaning scenario. So we'll go down that path. So we'll get I think we'll get a couple of colours of paint, but I think I'm mostly just going to lift it with some white, assuming I know where I've put it. So let's just have a little gandaroo. Anyway, I hope you're well. I'm not very impressed with this change of weather. Like Sam said, it's funny enough, Sam said this morning, you can't get to the 28th of February and decide to be February weather. You've had all month to be February weather. You can't just get to now and think, oh, do you know what? I've decided I'm going to be February. Absolutely not. I'm not having any of that sort of shenanigans. Do you know what? We're going to go for a little bit of laid back lilac because there are some purpley tones in here which I think are going to be really nice, and we'll knock it back with some of the white. But what we're going to do first, okay, is we're going to add a little bit of maybe some washi tape and whatever, just to sort of knock it back a bit. And we'll make some collage paper using our journal art elements too. So that'll be quite cool. So first things first, I'm going to grab some of the Parisienne washi tape, I think, and I'm going to rip that right about there, and then I'm going to rip that down the middle. Okay, and I'm going to stick that one right on the edge, right about here, and then put this one up the top, right next to the join. Alright, so if you do have washi tapes, they're a great way of instantly sort of knocking the colour back and sort of taking control of the page. Okay, so I'll shake. I might as well give both my Dilutions paints a shake. No? Okay. Lynn and I are watching together. Oh, I try it out Tuesday party at Sally's. Sick invite. Right, and then so I've just put the white paint directly on. I'm just gonna sort of I'm gonna thin that out. I did put a bit too much on, but that's okay. And basically, that's exactly how you end up starting another page. I'll go into another one. Just cleaning your brush on there, and then we'll take some of the lilac. Not quite as much. We're going to pull that. It travels so far, Dylusions paint. Don't know why I'm always so surprised. This is going to turn into a complete cover-up rather than a... Ah, that's all right. Do you know what? Let's just go for it. I feel like I've sort of gone too far now. So you might as well, once you've gone too far, you might as well just embrace it, you know. Because you're committed. I'm going to give that a little heat set. But I find my heat tool works so much better when I plug it in. Don't know about you. There is still quite a lot of pattern coming through in the background. I should have watered it down a bit. That's what I should have done. But you know, I think I've probably dried it a bit too much for that now. But we'll see if we can move some of that about a bit to lift some more off the back. And what I'll do is I'll use some of my book page, see if I can lift some of that paint back off. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Excellent. Even better, actually. Because now we really can see. Right. Love it. Love it. I'm very happy now. And this is where I really do believe and embrace the keep going till you like it. You're not happy with a certain thing, do something else. Don't, with your art journal especially, you know, it's a book. It's there, the page is there. So make it work in a way that makes you happy. Okay? Because that's what it has to do. It has to make you happy. Alright? Now with your Dylusions books, they are a very smooth cardstock. It makes them lovely to stamp on, easy to stamp on, all that sort of thing. Don't need to worry about it being an uneven surface. But that being said, why make life more difficult for you than it needs to be? So I am going to, and I have obviously presented this slightly uneven surface by adding in the washi tape. So we're going to take some stamping tissue. I do cut my stamping tissue down a little bit because I just find it easier to work with that way, but it does come in quite big sheets. Okay, and I'm going to stamp some of, I did already show you it but now I've lost the backing card. There we go. Journal art elements number 2 onto here. Now I can't lie, this is a set I really need to clean. For example, the hearts stamp here, the hand-drawn hearts, are now at the point where they don't really stick. If you do find your Bee Crafty stamps aren't sticking to either their laminated backing card or your Super Skinny Slim as well as they should, honestly, just some very lukewarm soapy water is good as new. But don't leave them sticking to each other to dry. Nicht gut. Nicht gut. Okay. So we're going to stamp on here. Okay. And this is also a really good motivate your mojo sort of exercise. Do you know what I mean? If you are struggling to get your mojo excited and working for your art journaling, get your background stamps out. You know, your journal art elements, things like that, because obviously there's the 3 sets of journal art elements now. So it's all sort of hand-drawn-esque. Okay. And make your own collage paper. You know, because it gets you stamping, gets you doing things. You can mix it up, you can use different colours. You don't have to use black, of course. Okay. So you can really sort of have a play making your own collage prints. You can mix them up. You could add in pen work. You could colour them in using eco lines, all that sort of thing, just to create your own unique collage papers. Because even using like the stamps and whatever, you can add them in, colour them in your own way, put them together in different ways that makes it uniquely yours. Okay. But just do make sure you show us, not because we mind, we're just nosy and we like to see. Please make sure you share your makes in the Bee Crafty Stamps group. If you do post your creations on Instagram, do tag us. I sometimes miss them, but I do try to comment on everybody's. So, you know, do tag us. Bee Crafty Stamps, and I will try to make sure. I will say, if you do comment on the Bee Crafty Creative Team's posts on the Bee Crafty blog, I can't lie, they are on post approval. We've had some questions about this in last week. We were getting a load of spam, so I put the comments on approval, and I sometimes forget to go in and approve them. So if you know you've commented and you haven't seen it, just send me a quick message on Facebook, and I'll go in and make sure I catch up. Okay. So from here, I'm just going to rip my stamping tissue across here. And then I'm going to get my page back in. And we're going to do some more ripped bits. Okay. And then maybe do this one up here. So for this I'll use my matte medium. Use a slightly, I do like to use slightly a fluffy brush for my matte medium. That's grit paste. See, you're all watching me there, weren't you? Going any minute now she's going to realise that's not it. That was grit paste. There's my matte medium. Okay. I'm starting to get the feeling me needing a new chair is getting beyond desperate. Okay. It's getting squeakier by the day. Okay, so you can see that all your detail from your washi tape underneath is coming right through there. Okay, so you haven't lost any of that. It's basically adding another pattern in. Now, I know I've got a lady online who follows us on YouTube, And basically what she bulk buys the stamping tissue because she says she's just not confident enough yet when it comes to stamping in her journal. Okay, so she puts everything on the stamping tissue because it gives her a chance to position it and move it if she wants to, or anything like that, and then layer up the stamps without worrying or anything like that, because it all sort of goes translucenty, but it's all sealed so it doesn't move. Okay, I'm going to have to get rid of Captain Squeak, it's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to take another piece of stamping tissue, because in fairness, I did a little announcement, didn't I, on Facebook today. There's some exciting news coming. So I know that's why you're all really here this week. It's not for my TIOT Tuesday. I'm not a fool. I know. Right. So and we're going to put Dream right in the middle of here. But again, I'm going to do it on my stamping tissue. So we're going to go on this super skinny that isn't quite wide enough. Well, it's not that it's not quite wide enough. It's just not big enough. It's the wrong one. But I'm going to risk it for a biscuit anyway. We're going to live dangerously. We're going to put that on that bit of stamping tissue. On there. Captain Squeak is an integral part of the evening. Yes, I know. Okay, so that is basically going to go right there. I might do it a little bit to the left because I think with that washi tape coming underneath will be rather fabulous. So I'm going to use a wet paintbrush. I have several here already, so it seems silly to get another one. We're going to rip that off there. And I'm also going to wet around these edges, because I think if you're choosing to create a torn edge, it does sort of have to go all the way around. It can't just be a little bit of it, because then it'll, you know, if you can see any of it, it's going to be really obvious. Okay, then so I'm thinking she needs to go right about there. But I am wondering whether to invert her over here, because I think it just gives her a really different look, because everyone's used to seeing her the other way around. I'll have to record the squeak for posterity. There's things wrong with you, but no, I am going to do it the right way around for this one. Because I might want to add to her hair. I haven't decided yet. But if you look, it just takes out all the guesswork as to, you know, will I stamp perfectly? Will it layer up okay? You know, all the questions you ask yourself when you're stamping into your journal. Sort of get removed. Absolutely. So if you are doing sharp edges, obviously you will notice that when you do the fluffy ones and you use your matte medium, they tend not to stand out as much. So it's up to you. It depends how bothered you are. Okay. So I'm just going to rush this. Now, I can't lie, when I am doing stamping tissue, I do generally like to leave it to dry. Naturally, I just think you get a more melted in finish. You know. But again, on the mat as if you're bothered. Okay. Now I would like, I'm actually going to have to get one of these. Okay. That one's a bit wet. Because I'm going to use some of my laid back lilac. Because we're going to go in for a bit bigger hair. Now I'm noticing on the thing it's coming out that she's got quite a black eye there, but she hasn't. It's just the way that's lying. But that's an easy one to fix. Basically, we're going to go in with our Posca, and we're going to highlight the white of her eyes. And my pen is back from the Posca del Sol. Alright, and we're going to use some Layback Lilac and some Blue Lagoon. We're going to add in a bit of blue. There's a lot of lilac going on here. Alright, and we're going to give her a bigger hairdo. Big hair. So we're going to use the lines of the stamp just to help us out. I'll get some of my leftover stamping tissue. Here, and bear with me, don't panic. We're just going to use those two colours just to create a bigger bouncy blow dry. So sort of the stamp was your leaping off point. So I like how the lilac was in the background that was here was a leaping off point, you know. Going with some finer lines. Go with some thicker lines. Keep working it till you like it. This is one of these, yeah, it's good hair. You know, would I be brave enough to have this hair? I would like to think I am, but I'm not. Abby's going blue this year. For the summer holidays last year, Abby bleached the bottom 6 inches of her hair. It's a really deep auburn, it doesn't dye unless you bleach it first. Then dyed it lime green. And then when she went back to school, she just cut it off. Okay. And then I'm going to take the blue, I'm going to water it down slightly because I don't want to lose the detail of the stamp here. I'm going to go in for the lip. Stamping tissue to the rescue because I used too big of a brush. And the thing is, the stamping tissue I use for mopping, I then stamp on and use later anyway. Okay, so I've used quite thick paint here because I want some of the lines. I want that texture. Okay. A bit of a little bit there. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave that to dry just a second. Okay, because while that's drying, we are going to get one of Sam's... Oh, remember I said our stamps don't stick? I think I've just lost one. Okay, so when I panic later because I can't find, it fell on the floor. So we're using You Own the Handwritten Words set number 1. And I think we're going to go with I Am Awesome because I know who I am inside. Okay. And we're going to put that on some white, I think. And I'm going to try and chop it up as well. So I'm going to get my Versafine Claire. This is my older one. Had my new one in my hand earlier. Answers on a postcard, if you can see it. Okay, and then we're going to go straight onto here. Just apply the pressure on there. Now, as I'm going to be cutting out and handling it straight away, I am just going to give it a little heat set. There's probably ink and that on my fingers anyway, but I will do what I can because that makes sense. And then some scissors. On here. I'm going to make these quite neat because the middle one is. So that one's going to be sort of like an end one. So is this one actually? Do them all little flag ends, I think. I've been doing this a lot today because I've been playing with some new products and it just seems to work. The flag ends. Am I wafting? How dare you? Yes, I love a good waft. Right, so we can have that on there, sort of like a statement. And then these underneath. But I do want to... I keep doing this to you because I'm sure I did it to you last week. And I said, I'll finish this later because I want to add some pen to it, which I did. But yeah, I'm going to add some defining lines to the hair. And I'm not ruining another... I've got me a lovely new Micron number 5 that works and I'm not ruining it. Yeah? Absolutely not. I shan't, and you can't make me. Alright, so that's basically how we're going to go. I'm going to... I have been a Flaggy McFlagger all day. And then if I look at my lovely samples that I'm not going to show you for some new products, I have actually used a Flaggy McFlag more than once, is all I'm going to say. More than once. Right. I'm actually going to make her eyes blue as well. I'm going to whiz over here and I'm going to grab one of my Moonlight pens. And do you know what? One of these Moonlight... I'm going to use my Moonlight to define her hair as well. That paint's still very wet. Which is kind of my point. So I'm going to go in here. Make her eyes like the bluest eyes I've ever seen. Apart from my dad's. My dad had exceedingly blue eyes. Okay, with the Moonlight pen. But I'm going to keep that out and use that for some defining lines in our bouncy blow dry. Okay. Put a little white dot in her eyes there. Okay. I feel like I want to add more to it, but I also feel like this is a good stopping point. Because if I keep going, I'm then not going to have room for the extra details. I might do a little bit more white. I might do a little bit more white. So for example, in these that have got the black dots, add in a bit more white. Okay. I'm going to lift that off before it gets too dry. I'll trim. Like I said, I will put a picture on when I've added in the other details when it's dry. So it's ended up completely unrecognisable in terms of, because it was similar to the page next door. But there is still bits of that. You can still see it if I lift this up, you can still see the patterning from the old background, like the luminous orange in there. You can still see obviously all the detail from the washi tape we put in and things like that. So the page that was there is not lost, but it helped me and created a leaping off point, because that's how I chose the laid back lilac. Okay. Right. So I love these pages. They're so good. All right, stop your going on with your going on. So on Monday of next week, we will be launching a fantastic new range of products. In terms of, we have new stamps. I can't see that stamp I've dropped, you know. And I'm going to need that. Haha, I see it. Sorry. I have been distracted again. On Monday of next week, we are launching new stamps. 3 new sets of tag stencils. Inkables tags. We have new pop-outs. We have new wordage. We have new transparency prints. 10 new transparency prints. Okay? They are absolutely beautiful. And when I say new stamps, I mean there's a new border set. There's 2 new picture sets. There's new words. There is a new what we're calling journaling essential set. So you see the journal art elements that we've been using tonight, and how they're these fantastic small elements for piecing together on your journaling. There is a new set doing that. So that is 5 new stamp sets. And then, like I say, we have 15 new Inkables tags. We have new transparency prints. We have new pop outs. There is just so much new things. And with it being such a tremendous new launch, we will be launching it on a new channel. We will be launching it with Hobby Maker as part of their birthday event. And that is happening on Monday of next week. And we are really, really excited to be a part of it. You'll be able to watch online as well as on Sky and all these sort of things. So we're really excited. You know, I can't lie, a bit nervous. It's been a while. You know, it's been a little minute since we've been live on the Telebox. You know, and whilst I do very much try not to drop clangers with you, you know, the pressure isn't quite the same. You can absolutely still buy direct from us, but they do have 48 hours exclusivity, so they won't be available on our website until later in the week. But yes, you definitely can buy off us. And in all honesty, they should be on by Tuesday tea time. But you know, I'd hate to guarantee that and then me fall behind because that does happen. But yeah, they will be. We are going back. Oh yes, that is a very good point, Sarah Lou. Not only are we going back on the Teleboxical with all these fantastic new products, and these are a real combination. This is a real sort of everybody threw everything they had into this. I did the drawing for the feature stamps. Sam's done the words. Mum's done the designing for the tag stencils. It's been a real, you know, family pull it all together sort of a thing. And with that in mind, that means it's also back to me and Sam will be demonstrating live on telly on Monday. Okay, so both of us will be back on, so that's Monday the 6th. Dawn, don't worry, we are on twice on Sunday. We're on at 2 p.m. with all the newness. And then we are going to be back at 7 with some products you guys might be familiar with, but hoping that we'll get to show some new people. So there is going to be 2 hours, but it is completely different products for both of those hours. Okay, so all the new stuff will be going on at 2. And then it'll be some Bee Crafty core familiar products on at 7. But it'll still be new demos and things like that. So we would love it if you could check it in. Did I say Sunday? Sorry, Monday. Monday? Did I say Sunday? No, it's definitely Monday. Monday the 6th, 2 p.m, 7 p.m. Okay? I'm so sorry. Monday. Yeah, I obviously did say that. Monday the 6th, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. No, Sunday I'll be a quivering mess while I'm trying to get me demos sorted because I've changed my mind for the 6th time of what I want to do. What I'll do though is there will be a mail shot going out at the end of the week confirming all that. Okay, so make sure you are registered on the website to make sure you get that mail shot. Okay, and we will obviously be sneak peeking samples and showing the products probably from tomorrow or Thursday. But I honestly think you're gonna really, really love them. I can show. Sam, should I show a little sample by then? Should I show a little sample? I've got a little sample I could show, which I think is really, really pretty, and it does have stamps and templates and words on it. I'm not going to show that one because that's going to be too obvious. I could show this little one I've been working on today. It's got a flag on it. don't know the details done. But that is one of the samples. It's just a little one that I've been working on this afternoon whilst thing. But I've got a whole. But this is all my thing of my elements that I'm chopping up, ready to go. And that was some of the new Inkables tags as well. But I absolutely love everything we have coming. And it's, like I say, real family effort that we pulled anything together. There you go. So I've showed you a little one. And Sammy is going to show you another little one tomorrow at 2 PM. She is going to be live in Crafting Together with All Brands. We will have another Freehand Friday video obviously coming up on Friday. So please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And what I might also be doing is some little YouTube videos using the new products. So you can get a good look at them as we go. But obviously that's a time thing. And I'm very busy. But okay. Oh, I've just knocked something over. I could actually give you an even better quick sneaky peek. Okay. So I've been working on getting the things ready for the display boards for the new Inkables tags. Okay. So that's 3 of them. And that's another 6. I'm going to take them away now. Because otherwise I'm just going to show you everything. There's going to be no point. Alright then, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like this evening's page. If you do have Dream, definitely have a go at expanding the hair. You know, she really does yield to that very, very well. And make sure you show us. Also, don't forget to note, today is the last day to get your Things with Wings entry in to the Bee Crafty February Challenge in the Bee Crafty Stamps group. Sally and the creative team will be picking a winner tomorrow. So you want to make sure, if you have made anything using your Bee Crafty stash this month, or anything that we just haven't seen that's new, make sure you get it in that challenge album, okay? Because, you know, you can win free stamps, so why wouldn't you do that? Alright then guys, thank you so much for joining me this evening. Keep your eyes peeled for more sneak peeks of the new products that are going to come on Monday to Hobby Maker, and I really hope you can join us. And yeah, we really do love you. Bye.